Previously on New Crits on the Block.
That dude, the fire helmet guy, the crown man, he also went that same way that the Chad pointed to.
Do you remember Daphne? I think she'll be here soon. I think she would love to see you guys, especially because everything is so sad right now.
Have you come for Ouroboros? Something changed in him. He has gone on a rampage across the forest, turning the natural balance of things upside down.
Well, then I deliberately choose action now. And I think everyone else would agree. So let's go get Ouroboros.
And welcome back to Havenport, everybody.
No.
Wait, what? Oh,
We
I'm
enjoyed
sorry.
it.
Hey, Ben, that ship has sailed.
Thank God, because I didn't have anything prepared.
Are you going to have night? Oh, God.
Jake is playing
Jacob, no.
music that nobody else can hear.
Matt, I'm gonna need you to edit that in post.
I'll do my best, yeah.
Add an arrow.
Note for editor Matt, add an air horn in that weird pause there for a minute, okay?
Other note for editor Matt, you suck.
Cut to editor Matt like, hey,
Hey,
that's me.
hey, wait, what?
No, for editor
horn.
Matt. Add a sad horn.
Okay, editor Matt also add a wah, wah, wah horn there as well. This is going great. This is going great so far, everyone.
We got ourselves
Excellent.
all set here.
Boral.
If people could watch the live show,
If people could watch the live show. Maybe
I
Now,
don't know
one
if
day.
I'd want to be live.
Now, here's the thing. Now, here's
Another
don't-
thing.
I don't think it would surprise people to learn that we have started our drinks here for this episode.
I think you can tell.
We just started, though. They can't tell.
No,
There's
I
way.
know. Okay,
can't
not yet,
tell.
right? Okay.
I haven't.
Okay, cut that out so that they can't tell.
Yeah,
I
editor
mean,
Matt.
I did a line of cocaine, but no, I haven't had any alcohol.
Editor Matt cut out the part where we admit that we started the alcohol consumption. So so that
And
they
also the
don't
illegal
know.
drugs.
And the illegal drugs, so that they cannot.
They have
know.
to guess. They have to
I
guess.
only do legal
yeah,
drugs.
Technically, cocaine is legal in some instances.
Well,
we use it.
yeah.
We
In
use
Portland,
it. We use it for
everything's legal.
endoscopy stuff.
Is that still
Really?
a thing in Portland where
Yeah,
all the
really?
drugs are legal?
No, yeah, we really do. Yeah, it's
That's
not
rude.
a class 1; it's a class 2. It actually
kinda
has
rude,
medical
right?
benefit.
Isn't like
Those
marijuana
opioids
class
in
one?
general are just.
Did you say
like,
it's rude?
Yeah, it's kind of rude.
How is it rude?
I mean, like, here you go, have some Coke. You're like, well, but I don't want it. And you're like, too bad.
Well, we certainly don't have patients do a line of coke. We
Oh,
when
I
you're-
thought it only had to be like off of a
when you're
stripper's
doing
ass or
like
something.
biopsies and stuff.
It's the only
on
way I've
people-
seen it
Off a key.
delivered.
When you're doing like biopsies and stuff on people, and you take a little piece out and they're bleeding, you can
Sorry,
spray a little bit on it and makes it stop bleeding.
Takes the edge off. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's a potent vasoconstrictor.
Right. Of course. Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Doc.
it's
I
a
can't
potent
take that. I
something.
only do it off strippers' asses.
Yes. Is one of your nurses an ex-stripper? If so,
I had a feeling. Actually, I think one of them was,
Defrock
to be
now.
honest.
Defrock. You think one of them is?
Well, was she doesn't work with there anymore. I speculated.
You
you know?
speculated.
I feel like that's the next line of work after a stripper
Is that
gets
what
it,
you
right?
did?
Isn't that the thing they always want to be? Aren't they
They're
always
always
like, oh,
going-
I'm stripping
yeah.
to put myself through nursing school?
Or
You
med
know
school.
That's
what?
kind of why I
Med
thought.
school, yeah.
Is med school still nurse school, or is nurse school?
They're
Independent
totally
of
different
that.
things.
Totally different things. But that's the thing. That's the right? Like stripper to nurse, right? Isn't that the
The
You
jump
know what's funny about that? Though?
Yeah.
I feel like the money is better and the hours are better as a
For
stripper.
stripping or a nurse?
than
Oh, for
med.
sure.
So it's weird that they would want to go
If
that
I had a
route.
body for it, I would strip.
But the,
for
the
100%.
Yeah.
the insurance, though.
I can't be a male stripper though. I'm not that yoked.
You could be a little otter boy.
Well, you're about to be unemployed, so
A
get on that
little
shit.
otter boy.
Oh, I'm not going to be unemployed. Don't say that.
He's an otter. We
yeah,
discussed
I'm
this.
an
I'm
otter.
sorry.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Jake's an otter.
I actually went to a few gay bars with Zoe in LA just recently, and
How'd you do?
I was like,
Yeah, how'd you do?
I got hit on a lot.
Isn't it nice?
I mean, that's
It
nice.
feels good.
It's gonna
Isn't
be
it so
nice.
flattering to go to a gay bar?
I was at a club, so I was already like, I'm not really like a club guy. Like, so
Oh,
I
I
was
could
on the
smell
dance
that on
floor,
you.
and I was dancing and stuff. But man, getting hit on, I was like, man, is this what like? It just reminds me of what like girls that they go through when they go to like a bar and stuff like that with straight men there. I'm like, oh,
You guys
that
are just
sucks.
like, hey,
So wait,
you're
you
just
didn't like
existing.
it?
It's the first like time was nice, and then like when it got to like the fourth time,
Were they doing it in like a sweet romantic way, or were they doing it in a nasty boy way?
one guy was like being kind of like annoying. Like he like
Yeah.
walked over and like started trying to talk. I'm like, oh man, honestly, like I'm just kind of vibing with the girls. Like I'm good.
Oh, that's the
Yeah, I
worst
don't
thing you
really
could have
wanna even
said,
talk.
dude. That's the worst thing you could have said.
You didn't actually say that you were straight though.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just
you didn't
fine
say
with
that.
my girlies tonight, okay?
I
And he's
know,
like,
yeah.
I didn't say that.
He's
I
mine.
didn't actually
He's
word
mine.
it like I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
blood in
say
the water
I'm
right
vibing.
now.
I was more. I was just the easier way to say it, but
Okay. You didn't want to close
I
the door
was just-
completely. We get it. It's fine.
It's fine. Hey, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
It's the most I've ever been complimented is when I went to a gay bar. It was the greatest night of my life.
yeah, I didn't get any free drinks, so that kind of sucked. If I got like if they're gonna hit on me, at least a free drink would be nice.
Well, then you got to
Yeah.
do stuff though.
Then you got to
So-
do stuff.
Yeah, you got to
Wait,
actually
you do?
talk.
Because every time I've ever bought a girl a drink in a bar, I ain't got nothing afterwards. So I got some IOUs floating out there somewhere. I can't even cash in on them anymore.
The
And they're
expectation
non-transferable.
is that they will at least talk to you. Did that happen?
Not really.
Oh no!
No,
you
you
bought
know
drinks
what's-
for the wrong girl.
I got a couple questions here. First of all, what is an otter?
It is
It's me.
So you know how there's a bear.
Yeah,
Okay,
I get the idea. Yeah, big
Smaller,
Smaller
a
version of a
sleek,
bear.
skinny, hairy man is called an otter.
Which is
Okay.
me.
Number two, otters are actually terrible fucking creatures. If you
Oh.
actually look up some of the stuff they
How
do.
dare you shame otters right now?
Oh no! They steal each other's children. They perform acts of necrophilia. They're like fucked up creatures.
What? Even worse
Yeah,
than
But you know what
dolphins?
though? You want to know what
I.e.
though?
Jake. Again.
You want to know what though? They make a damn good pop.
They do make a good pop,
Yeah, damn good
otter
pop.
pops are pretty
and they're
bomb.
Number
so
three.
cute. And they're so cute.
Yeah, they can commit those war crimes.
Number three. When years ago, when I had gone to a gay bar with at the time my girlfriend, I got hit on by like one guy, but he was clearly trying to use this tactic where like he was doing the thing that like he was negging me. Actually, is what he was doing. He was like,
Oh.
well, you don't have the right attitude for this, and like he was like trying to like really. And I kept being like, I'm
For
not interested.
this? For what?
Well, he kept talking about how like
For him?
Yeah, he was no. He was basically sitting there talking to me, and he just basically kept kind of like shitting on me, and I was just like,
Like you don't belong here?
No, just like your mood is not pleasant, and you're not like. It was just very just like. It was
Damn,
that
so he was really calling you just like a piece of shit, huh?
Wow.
a little bit, and I was
And that-
like,
are
I
you
can't
sure that
tell
was
if
his
you're
tactic?
just. I think it was a tactic, or he
Or
just
he's
didn't
just
like
a
me.
mean man.
But
or
he-
he's
yeah,
a
he
way.
might have
just not like
jerk.
He's
I
just
think
a
like
mean
deep,
man.
like deep down, I think like he was like hoping I was going to be like, I'll show you. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it was really weird.
Did you know him or you just met him in the bar?
I was sitting there at the bar, and some guy
friends?
sat down and started talking to me, and then just was not very pleasant to me, but then wouldn't go away. But felt like he wanted to talk to me. It was very odd. Yes.
Did
Oh.
you tell him you were trying to just vibe with the girl?
With the girlies.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah,
try
no,
that?
I told him I was like, no, I'm here with a girlfriend who wanted me to come here with her, so I came. And last thing that Jake said about buying drinks for girls, there actually was a situation years ago, and it blew my mind to have this happen to me, but it also opened my eyes to a very serious issue that I forget exists. And I was at a bar here in town, again, years ago, single. There was a girl that I wanted to talk to, and so I bought her a drink. And I was already talking to her like a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, let me get you a drink." And like I walked over and like bought a drink, and I went to go give it to her, and she straight up looked at me right in my eyes and went, "Did you put something in this?"
Oh shit.
And I was like,
Ooh.
"No, no," and like it took me a second to be like what? You know what I mean? Like it didn't even like cross my mind to be like,
Right, because you didn't put anything. Like, what would you put in?
yeah, I'm like, what
there's
would you
ice
put
in
in?
it.
You mean like date
More
rape drugs?
lime?
Oh shit, you're right. That's a thing that happens. And so I'm like, no. And she's like, oh, I don't take drinks from people when they just give them to me.
Yeah,
If
fair.
you did
I need
just
to-
hand it to her yourself, then yeah, that was a smart move. on her
Right,
part.
right. It was a smart move on her part. I'm not like I was like immediately offended by it. Like, how dare you question my integrity? But then I was like, oh no, actually, you're totally right.
Yeah, that's girl bar safety 101.
Yeah, and
Only
like, it
except
didn't even
from
like
bartender, never from person.
but I didn't understand at first. I was like, but we're at a bar and we're single and we're talking and I bought you a drink. This is what you do. I don't understand. And her behaviors were in no way, shape, or form wrong. They were the right thing to do. They were the safe thing to do, and I recommend it. It just like, I'm sorry, I'm not a rapist. It didn't cross my mind to have to worry about that. Good job, you.
It's hard to be a girl. Yay.
Yeah, kinda. Is what I'm sort of getting at when Jake was saying like, oh, getting hit on all the time. And I was like, no, it's actually
Yeah, well, that's
a real
my thing. I was
issue.
like, it's cute that
actually
you
a-
guys enjoy getting hit on and think it's fun. Usually it's kind of scary.
yeah, that's what
it's
I'm
not
getting at. Is
actually
that like,
good.
actually it's deep down kind of,
Oh, getting hit on at a gas station is my least favorite time. Please don't tell me I look nice.
That's a weird
Oh,
one.
please don't.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been hit on in like
keys
in public.
in
It's always
fists
been like
immediately.
at a bar
just-
or something.
Yeah. Anyway,
okay, well, on that note, Boral, you were
and that's how you shut
leaving
down the funny.
the Chad pad.
I was leaving the Chad pad. That's right.
I'm so
okay.
sorry. And then one
It was
last
sort of
thing.
like a call to arms and just, okay, go ahead.
Ben's not done depressing us. Hold on, guys.
Yeah, one more
No, it has
story.
to do with the last episode. Christy, yes, I can use my spell, my warlock spell for my paladin spells. It's part of the warlock's feature called Pact Magic.
Mhm.
You have to have the Pact Magic feature in order to do it, but basically my spell slots are interchangeable.
Got it. So you don't have to
And-
prepare a spell. You just pick anyone you
No,
want.
I still have to prepare spells. I just can use my warlock spell to cast paladin spells.
Prepare spells. We don't do that around here.
Yeah.
And vice
I was
versa.
I was gonna say, Christy, what
What was
you
prepare spell shit?
No, because I have to pick my warlock spells. I don't get to just choose.
Yep, correct. And I had to pick mine too.
Yes, so that's what I was
But I
asking.
can
him.
use the
Did he
spell
pick
slot to cast any of my
cure wounds
paladin
as
spells.
one of his spells? Yes.
Yeah, but I can use my warlock spell slot to cast paladin spells and vice versa.
Got it.
And that's just a thing that it's one of the things that warlocks can do. They're very
Matt,
that's why
just
people
cut
like
that
them.
all out.
That's why they like
Got
to
it.
multi-class into them
Okay,
because you can they're very versatile. Anyway, so I went ahead and adjusted my numbers to account for that. So, and there's that sad horn that Christy just put in that nobody else can hear.
What?
Well,
Is this
we
for
all
us?
can hear it.
All right.
It's just for
so
us.
yeah, I kind of did like the whole like, oh, we're gonna go now and we're gonna take action now and I'm gonna storm out. And I know that no one was prepared for that, so I imagine I'm like by myself just storming out of this place
And walks right into the mud pit.
and right into the mud pit.
Yeah, didn't put that in a smart spot.
The
You have to go through the mud pit.
I put
the
it
tarp on top of it.
I just right out the front door.
Yeah.
A little safety fence around it.
Okay, I cast Transmute Rock again, and now it's Rock again. And he doesn't get a pool because you guys suck. No one can have any
Well-
fun things.
Well, with Neverwinter building codes, you do need a fence around it.
Yeah.
But
He is your child. You do want it child safe.
A removable fence, okay, that I can just put back when I'm done.
Oh, fair.
Okay, thank you. I just haven't put it back yet. It's fine.
There's
Find
the
me all you
holes for
want.
the
I have
pole, though.
pictures.
Christy, maybe you could make vines grow over it, like one of those safety things.
Yes, I'll make vines grow over it like one of those
Okay.
safety things.
Is anyone else walking out with Boral, or are you guys kind of confused?
Well, not with
What's
these
going
safety
on?
violations right in our face. I mean,
I think we would kind of all just be like, I guess is there anything else we need to do?
Yeah, maybe
Or
we
do
should find. Here's the thing: we are notorious for, jumping into things before asking. Oh, I don't know, any sort of questions before starting it. So
What?
maybe, maybe we turn over a new leaf here, gang. What do you think?
I'm not going to take offense to that phrase, but
Oh, Well, why would you?
I feel like it's maybe
Is that
replacing
offensive?
me with
Turning over a new one?
like a new leaf. Like you don't like this current leaf that you have at your disposal.
No, it's the
Isn't
new
yours
version of
she-
you.
You're not in here. You stormed out.
No, I peeked my head in. Are you guys coming or?
Pop through the window.
Creates a portal that he sticks his head through. Hey guys, are we going?
I
So,
agree. I think we
jiggling
should maybe make a plan and get some reinforcements and
I think we are the reinforcements.
that can't be. We have so many NPCs we could call.
I think most of them have been either killed or converted by Glace.
I mean,
but then
Daphne, do you have any sort of, I don't know, tips or tricks or something?
Any
Your
life
infinite
hacks?
wisdom. Any life hacks you could do to help us prepare for our journey? Perhaps where to go, what to do, what to be ready for, that sort of thing. Yeah, Come on, yeah, I'm sure you have plenty of stuff. You've been around for millennia, right?
Be careful of poison. And I don't know too much about his new state. He never had a fire crown a few days ago.
yeah, that does
That's
seem
new.
new.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is the new version of him you have no, like, help for? Nothing you could help us with at all?
I mean, I would have something to stave off poison, like I said, and I don't know what's going on in the cave, in the Spirit Guardian's cave anymore.
She kind of like looks down at her body.
When he changed, he was just trying to kill everything. So I protected what I could, but I have not been back since his transformation. I could tell you that the cave is also a living being. So be careful of where you step and where you position yourself, because you could get pulled into the abyss by it. But I've never seen him fight, and I don't know of any particular weaknesses of his outside of fire, but again, that doesn't seem to be an issue for him currently.
All right.
Well,
Well, I mean, that's still excellent information. Thank you, Daphne. Appreciate you.
Daphne, you said that we are all doomed.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Perhaps you should take this into consideration. In my fairly short lifespan, comparative to all of you, I have been doomed many times, and yet I am still here. Sometimes you must simply move forward. Try to remember that.
I will.
She kind of just looks down to her feet before standing up, and she looks over to Chad and then back to all of you.
I think you're right. If you all are marching into the unknown, unsure if you will live or die, I can do the same.
And she looks towards Chad one more time, and then she looks towards you, Boral.
Boral, with your permission, can I take the final Chad with me?
Where are you going?
Final Chad down. Sorry.
Wow. Chad's down.
Where are you taking my boy?
We're going to do what we can to help.
I mean, you can help us. Come with us.
I don't know if me or Chad will be able to resist the call if we're that close to him. And last thing I think you all need is your friend to turn foe amidst a dire combat. No, what we will do is we will hold back the hordes of beasts that will be traveling towards you whenever you start your fight. We will start ours.
Well, I mean, don't harm anything unnecessarily. I mean, it's not their fault. They're being called. I mean, whatever non-lethal means you can do, please. But I understand. And thank you.
Well, with that being said, I think it's me and Chad's time to go.
And she walks over to Chad and puts her left arm on his torso as you see her close her eyes, as you see this like green energy, ethereal like energy float around her and slowly start to pour into Chad as you see him get a little bit more jacked.
Somehow.
Yes. His acorn now has little acorn abs. As she takes his hand off of him and turns around.
In case this is the last time we meet, good luck, and I bid you farewell.
Daphne, it's been a pleasure.
I'm going to walk up and give Chad a big old hug.
Chad hugs you and gives you another big acorn hug.
Oh, yep, that's what I was looking for, buddy. Thank you.
Chad is sad to see Dad go, but Chad knows. Chad understands.
Yep, me too, dude. Love you.
Chad puts you down
Ugh.
and starts to follow Daphne out of the tree.
Before they leave, Catan walks up to Daphne and puts his hand out to shake her hand, but then remembers that he's using the wrong hand and awkwardly puts that hand away and then puts his other hand out.
But then she started to also reach out with the wrong hand, and now it's like this weird.
Well, she's missing an arm,
Hand
so she's missing an arm. So he puts out
that's
the
right. Sorry.
yeah. As he puts out the wrong, he's like, "Oh, right, sorry." And he like shifts his shield to the other side, and then and then he puts out the other hand to go shake her hand.
She just stares at you for a second while your correct hand is outstretched towards her, and then looks back towards you, and with her left arm gives you a handshake. And if
Then we do that thing where he flex, and you can see the two muscles like fucking Predator. Only hers are all vines.
does anyone else want to say to them before they leave?
Thank you for your help.
Thank you. Thank you as well.
I'm sorry my Titan did all of this.
It's not your type that did all this. It's Glaze and Fuma. Be sure to put an end to all this.
We will.
And they walk out. And as you see them kind of going back into the tree line, into the forest where you can kind of barely start to see them, for just a moment, Boral, you see Chad turn around and just give a big wave with his muscular arm.
Bye, Dad.
I'm going to just give put an arm up and then give a little nod to him.
And you four are left alone in the burning shad pad.
Catan starts going through all the drawers, trying to find if there's anything worth taking with us.
Hey, don't do that.
He just ransacks the place.
There's just a bunch of drawers, but there's nothing inside of them. He's an acorn.
He's an acorn.
Yeah. In hindsight, I don't even know why he has drawers.
It's just leaves in every drawer.
It's just an aesthetic. What do you guys want to do?
I agree with Boral's initial plan of action. I don't think we have any other information we can gather here. We simply need to handle this threat and, unfortunately, move on to the next.
All right. I mean, she said something about poison. Be careful about poison. So I guess we just have to, I don't know, not have to try to worry about that, I guess.
I have the ability to I have the ability to grant everyone within 30 feet of me resistance to poison damage, as
That's
well as
good.
granting advantage on saving throws that can affect a bunch of other bullshit. Although it is a concentration spell, so once I cast it, hopefully I don't lose it.
I'm immune to being poisoned, so it's not a problem for me.
Put Leaf in the front.
But then
Wonderful. Right where she belongs all the time.
Well, but about that,
It's okay. We have faith in you.
Yes.
you do?
For this
No.
particular task, yes.
I don't think that's ever been true. Okay.
Okay. And you all leave the tree, kind of following by memory the path towards the Spirit Guardian's cave. It doesn't take too long to get out to the front of the cave. Can I get perception checks from everybody?
No.
Perception.
Okay.
Yes, it
this
might
isn't
be.
me asking. This is me telling.
There it is.
Hey.
Now, Christy, something I will tell you is that you are immune to the conditions poison and disease. I don't think you're immune to poison damage.
I'm immune to being poison and poison. It says both.
Poison and poison.
It says
You are immune
poisoned
to
and poison.
and
Lists
disease.
both of them in my immunities.
While you look that up,
Yeah,
Boral
that
got
sounds-
a nat 20, baby.
That sounds
Ooh.
wild.
what's it total?
I hope that's true. Okay, I rolled.
Awen got an 8 plus 8 for 16.
Catan got a 15.
Boral got a 26 total.
You've got a 9?
Okay.
Okay. Boral, you are very familiar with this feeling. You are very up close and personal with this personal with the energy that you're feeling as you start to make your way to the front of this cave. Before you get to the mouth of the cave, which I don't know if you guys remember, but the mouth of the cave was a bear head with the opening to the cave being its opened jaw.
You mean the
you guys
Cave of
all-
Wonders?
Yes.
Oh,
went
yeah,
over
we
this last time.
remember.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
worry, we
Mhm.
remember, Jake.
Yeah, that totally.
We definitely remember that.
That's right. Not a ripoff at all.
No.
It's not. Totally original
that-
idea that I
because-
had.
Because that other thing that has something similar is a tiger, and this is not.
Is
So-
a
Yeah.
bear.
And
Totally different
that was
animals.
that was in a desert, and this is in a forest.
Aha.
Oh.
It was made
I
out of
see. Okay.
sand that was magically
Mm.
crafted and formed
Totally
and then
different, yeah.
disappeared.
Does the cave say anything?
The cave did roar.
It
The
absolutely
Hansel.
roared.
Who
Okay,
dared
but it
disturb-
wasn't the-
disturb
it-
my plunder?
It wasn't the
Mm.
cave that was roaring. It was a creature inside the cave. Difference.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure you said it was like a big lion head that was.
It's a bear head, but
A
you
bear
heard the
head.
roaring of the spirit guardian, of which is a bear.
It's not a
Huh.
tiger head made of sand in a desert. It's a bear head made of dirt in a forest. It's
Got
totally
it.
different, guys. And
Totally
I don't
different.
see the comparison at all.
The mouth
Totally.
of the thing didn't ask you any questions either. It didn't bar your entry. It was just a naturally forming
Yeah.
bearhead.
But it was angry at our presence.
So when we look inside, said Bearhead now, do we see anything?
Before you get to the mouth of it, Boral, you see a large
monkey,
no
Magic carpet.
no
a genie.
Lamp.
Okay, guys, we're definitely getting in trouble now. Shut up.
But a forest genie.
God damn it.
Yes.
A full
it's green,
genie.
not blue.
He's not a genie. He's a Jinn.
Yes, good.
Good, good, good. A squirrel instead of a monkey. Okay, we got it. We got
I was
it.
going to say
Yes,
like a
and?
baboon.
A blanket instead of a rug.
Yep, a blanket. An Afghan.
Okay.
No. Jake
you,
Foxy.
you see a large creature laying down. Its back is towards you, and you recognize this to be the spirit guardian, this ethereal bear-like creature.
Now let me ask you this really quick. Did Boral know immediately what the creature was because its back was turned to him?
Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, he rolled in at
Obviously.
20. Yeah. As
He's
I said,
like, oh,
it's
I know,
very-
I know this
I know,
butt.
I know that bare ass.
I know that beehole anywhere. I've been fucking shoulder deep in that thing before.
I can pick that beehole out of a lineup. Beehole being bear hole, obviously. Anyway,
Obviously.
fucking weirdos.
Obviously.
Oh my god.
I can't even say anything. I'm the one that made that. Man,
You
was
did.
Sure did.
Art 2 and 1, man. Those were some wild times.
Yeah, those
Good
were horny
times.
times.
Horny times.
Yeah.
We're like the first 2 seasons of Star Trek, man. Horny as shit.
Yeah. So you notice it to be the spirit guardian of the forest. Again, the like ethereal makeup of this creature is different from the last time you saw him. Has a lot of like red and blue kind of like clashing inside of its body, like making little miniature explosions inside of it. Sometimes coming together and like meshing, other times exploding.
Like exploding into color or like an actual explosion?
Like little tiny mini explosions inside of his body. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a firework popping, but very like minuscule on the size of like your fist or something like that.
Well, that sounds safe and healthy.
Yeah. It's irritable bowel syndrome is what he's got.
He's got Crohn's.
I'm going to go ahead and
Damn.
say that's way past irritable bowel, but okay.
So you see this before it notices you.
Oh, it's alive. Fuck.
Yes, it's alive. It is like just laying down, like kind of curled up. What would you guys like to do? It is pretty much like in your entry, like in the entryway of this cave.
Does it look alarmed that we're there?
It doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. With your because you have like a +4 to your perception. You have +0.
6.
6. Okay, so yeah, so
Perception,
that's a
yeah.
26 total. Yeah. So you would have clocked this the spirit guardian quite a ways out before like actually getting to like the opening of the cave.
So I'm going to turn to the group and say, well, he hasn't, the spirit guardian is up there. He doesn't look the same, but I don't know if we want to mess with him. Eowyn, can we try to just sneak around him and just not even mess with him? Or do you actually we should try to like,
idea? I'll go first.
well, hold on.
I mean, we could try to sneak around him, I guess, but don't we? Do we need the help? Is this the person we need to like help though?
I
Or
don't
not?
I don't know. I guess this is, I was putting it into the group. Should we
Oh.
try to talk to this thing?
My
We tried
concern
to
is
talk
that
to it.
I'm going to try to
wait.
disguise myself because it'll recognize me as the thing that gave it suppository the last time it saw me.
You gave it
I-
IBS.
I have a clever idea,
Oh,
which
this
is not
Oh, here it
typically like
comes.
me.
This should be good. All
Here
right.
it comes.
Unfortunately, many of the creatures in this forest seems to be under Glace's influence. I am or Boris or whoever the fuck. I am concerned that the spirit guardian might be too. If we go out there, it might attack us, giving away the element of surprise. Perhaps we could create an illusion, so to say, a literal illusionary magic spell to create our appearance somewhere to see how he reacts to it. If he attacks it, well, then we know that he's not our friend, and we have the element of surprise on him. And if he doesn't, then we know we can walk out and speak to him.
Well, what if he doesn't like whatever we make? So he attacks it, and then we think that he's bad because of it.
We make a literal illusion of ourselves.
Oh, I see. I mean, I can't do that.
I can for myself, but
Oh,
That's
Okay,
enough.
just put you up there.
okay. I'm gonna cast Mislead.
Oh, okay.
happy Thanksgiving, turkey's on its way. Lots of stuffing, cranberry sauce, and many deviled eggs. Family gathered around the table singing Thanksgiving songs. The ones that go gobble, gobble, squeak, squeak, like a turkey does gobble along. Hey, everyone. Welcome to this week's Middle Break. It is I, your favorite player, Matt. And yes, it is Thanksgiving week, and I hope everyone who celebrates it is going to have a fantastic time. What do I think about it? Well, don't ask me. I think the holiday itself is fine. But as I've stated many times in the past, the food, vastly overrated. But you know what isn't overrated? Doing a few things to help our podcast grow. One of those things is making sure you subscribe, rate, and review to our podcast wherever you get our podcast from. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever podcatcher you use, go to that podcatcher, hit the subscribe button, leave a 5-star review, and write a little review about, I think I said review a few different ways that I shouldn't have said in there, but it's fine. It's cool. It's whatever. Leave us a little synopsis about why you like our podcast so other people might see it and think that they will enjoy it too. Also, be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. You can follow us on Twitter at New Crits and on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at New Crits on the Block. It's one of the best ways to keep up to date with all of the funny moments from our podcast. If you haven't heard it yet, it gives you a little preview about what we're going to be releasing this week. The best way to help us there is by either tagging people you think might like our content or just by interacting with it. Just like it, comment on it, tell us that you think it's funny. Give us a one ha on there. It goes a really long way. And by sharing it to your own platforms as well. It's a small thing, but since we're only growing through word of mouth right now, it's the one thing you could do to help us grow. And this is the time to give thanks. Thanks to us for making an amazing product that you all like to listen to. So just give us something back, okay? One of the ways that we like to give back, talking about Thanksgiving, is we have our own Discord for all things New Crits, but not all things New Crits. Of course, you can go in there and there are channels to talk about the show. You can talk about the cast, talk to our fans. But if you just want somewhere to come and hang, we got spaces for that too. It's a safe, inclusive space that we're really proud that what we have built over the last few years. And it's just, again, one of our ways we like to give thanks to our amazing community out there. Hey, that means you. Now you might be thinking, well, Matt, I want to do all these things, but how do I get to all the places that you just mentioned? Well, from our link tree, of course. linktr.ee/newcrits on the block will get you to all the places that I mentioned and some places that I didn't even have time to mention. linktr.ee/newcrits on the block. It is your central hub for all things New Crits. All right, everyone, let's get you back into this week's episode. I know what you're thinking. Oh, you know what I'm thankful for is this fool's middle break to be over. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. I hope the demon turkey doesn't scoop you up in your sleep. Oh, you don't know about that? Ooh, well, never mind. I'm sorry. I guess I should end this middle break before I tell you all about it so you know how to defend against it so it doesn't scoop you up in your sleep tonight. As we know, we come out with episodes every single Monday. That ain't stopping anytime soon. So let's get you back into this week's episode. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you next week. Until then, be safe out there. Be excellent to each other. We love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
I think I've tried to use this before. You become invisible at the same time an illusory double of you appears where you are standing. The double lasts for the duration, but the invisibility ends if you attack or cast a spell. You can use your action to move your illusory double up to twice your speed and make it gesture, speak, and behave in whatever way you choose. You can see through its eyes, hear through its ears, and if you were located where it is on each of your turns as a bonus action, you can switch from using its senses to using your own or back again. While you are using its senses, you are blinded and deafened in regard to your own surroundings.
That's a fucking cool spell.
Mhm.
Okay.
So are you going to cast it and then make it move? Or are you going to run out there and then cast
No,
it?
I'm going to cast it and make a move.
Okay.
But
That'll be
before I'm going to
fun
press
here.
like, okay, you guys are going to have to carry me. Because
Well,
I'm
here's the
about to
thing.
go.
Here's the thing. If it attacks it, right?
I can move it twice. It's not going to catch me. I can move it twice my own speed.
Sure.
Or if it,
I'm just thinking that if it attacks it, then like you can just cancel it
Okay,
and go back
well
to
then-
being you.
right, and then we cast Pass Without Trace, and we just go around it.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see what happens when it walks out there.
We're just testing the water, just dipping our toe in.
Pretty
here.
much, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Is worst case scenario, this thing attacks something that doesn't hurt us, and we get to know its allegiance.
I would also like to note that I could probably try to charm it if we don't hit it first.
That's also up in
That's Plan B.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what happens first.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Mislead, and then I'm gonna move my illusion forward. Or I guess it would be me. Technically, I'd move myself forward,
It's an illusion. Yeah, I mean, it's a illusory double.
but I can see and hear through it. Like, for all intents and
basically,
purposes,
if it
it's
tries
me.
to eat you, you don't take any damage.
It's a little
that's,
Boral
That's
puppet.
cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna
That Boros
move forward
himself.
carefully. I don't know if I'm floating or if I make noise, but I'm gonna like make noise on purpose so that it knows I'm coming. Like I'm not
Okay.
trying to surprise it or anything.
Say
right?
like, yoo-hoo.
Yeah, as you make your way over to the Spirit Guardian in your illusionary state, you get within like 30 feet of it as you see it like lift its head up and look towards the illusion. And as it clocks you, the bear starts to get up and is very slow and labored.
I'm gonna stop moving and I'm gonna kind of like put my hands up.
And its head cocks to the right and then cocks to the left. And then it stands on its full height on all four legs, coming in at 15 feet high. And it takes its steps, and every step sears the ground underneath it as it slowly approaches the illusion of you and puts its snout almost to where it's touching your face.
Oh, right. They have scent.
And then
Quick,
its head looks
prestidigitation.
up and looks to the left.
You know what? That's actually true. So as it starts doing that, Catan has the ability to cast Prestidigitation. He creates Boral's musk
Ew.
in the area.
I don't even know
Sweaty wizard.
Yeah.
He creates the smell. Hey, he's been traveling
wizard-
with Boral.
Wizard feet.
Yeah,
Wizard
for a long time. He uses that's a warlock ability I have now. I can cast Prestidigitation, so I do that. I think I can do that within 30 feet.
Probably, but yeah. Okay, yeah.
No, it's a 10-foot range.
Oh, bummer.
So
Okay, just run
I
out there.
do it. I do it
Quietly.
10. I do it 10 feet from where he was. Like I do it as close to whatever path he was walking. I do it like close as I can to him to create like it's in the area. They got strong smell. Maybe they'll pick it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
1 second.
I would walk out there and do it, but he'll hear me. The moment I shift my weight.
So you put your scent between where the illusion is and where you all are.
Yes.
I don't remember if this thing spoke or not, but I'm going
It
to
didn't.
keep my hands up like I was and say, I mean you no harm. I'm here to help.
The bear sniffs again and looks towards your guys' direction and kind of glazes over where you are. And then it looks back at the illusion of Boral and it raises up on its hind legs, now being almost 30 feet tall, and then just comes down crashing into the ground as the earth underneath it cracks and pieces of rubble and dirt fly out, creating this dust storm. Can I have another perception check?
I perceive that it's not very friendly.
Another 8 plus 8 for 16 for Awen.
Yeah,
A
Boral got
natural 1 for Catan.
Heyo.
Leaf got an 18.
Oh, thank God. I got a 12. Boral got a 12.
Is Boral
12.
still in his illusory
Yeah.
body, or
Uh-huh.
did he just get
I
smushed?
didn't move. I think it's trying. It's like he's doing a.
Trying to smoke us out.
No, he's doing like a threat.
Posture.
Yeah, he's trying to intimidate. Like, see if I like run away or what I do.
Is that what he does, Jake?
I forgot the Boral can see out of the illusion. So
Yeah,
Boral, as you're looking up, the bear stomps down on the ground. Do you try to act like you're being affected by it? Because it's technically your illusion, so stuff just goes through you. So you're like, are you trying to like
Whoa.
act like oh, or are you just standing still like nothing's happening?
I'm standing still as if I wasn't affected by what it just did.
Okay. It
Well,
crashes
I take that
down.
back. I do like a I could kind of shift around a little bit. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I'm still not a threat.
It crashes down on either side of your body with its like the top of its head just over yours as you can see it looking in your direction.
In my illusion direction, or
as Boral real body direction.
He's looking at all of us in the bushes.
No, there's still a cloud of smoke. You can actually what you would hear is and
Thanks,
it starts.
Ben, you gave it my scent. It knows where I am now.
It starts to. You hear like a footstep, and you kind of see it walking, and then you see it kind of bend down and just start.
Oh, I immediately snap out of my spell.
So
and
here's
come back
the
"Oh,
thing.
I pissed it off.
We don't see what Boral sees. So it goes
What
back
do
to
I
us.
see?
It goes back to us, and we're behind the bushes, and all you hear is Catan go, "I think it's going well."
Nope,
What
he's coming.
the rest of you see, right before
What did Christy see though?
Yeah, because I
She
got
rolled
an
a-
18.
you got an 18, that's what I was going to say. So
Yeah.
Leaf, with your vision, the smoke doesn't really hinder you at all. You see almost a faded light. Like it's not white. It's like this grayish off hue that kind of only like illusions give the color to. It's almost like I guess gray would be because white is for other people. So I'd say like this like in between of grayish black color for illusionary things. And you see the bear with its like red and like dark black color slam over top of the illusion, and then for a moment you see it take a step, or like its image moves closer, and then it starts to rapidly come at you. Awen and Catan, you guys just see this billow of smoke come up. And then after just a split second, as Boral comes back to his body and says, "It's coming," you see the smoke push out as this 15-foot bear comes barreling through the clouds of smoke, charging down at you. And as it makes its way, you see these ice shards form up around it, kind of making like this archway of ice as it shoots out and arcs, flying not at where you all are exactly, but pelting the forest around you all. Leaf, with your 18, you notice one thing. It's not running in your exact location. It looks like it's just a little off. What do you guys want to do? Leaf, I'll give you, I would say like a phrase, you get a few seconds to say something to the rest of the people to convey what you know.
I'm just going to kind of whisper shout, I guess, because I'm not going to like scream it out loud, but I'm like, he's not coming for us. He's not coming for us. Don't hit him. Can we get away with that?
In our general direction. What do you mean?
Hold. And I put my fist up in the little hold position. Hold.
Do anyone else?
Things is all I know how to do.
Just don't threaten it.
Do you guys want to do anything else as this thing is charging?
No, not if Lee says not to. Awen wouldn't. He knows that she at least has one thing she is good at is animals, and so I think he would trust her on that and not do anything.
Make a stealth check.
A stealth check?
Yes, sirree.
So we're all making a stealth check.
Yes.
Okay. Well, so anyway, we fail. What happens?
Make your checks.
Awen rolled a 13 plus 11 for a 24.
Do I get any pluses to that or?
I would say since you guys, here's what, I'll be nice. Since you guys know where it's kind of running, you guys try to get out of its like direct path.
Yeah, I know where it's going. So I
will
shimmy.
I'll give you advantage.
Oh,
that's how nice I am.
That is very nice of you.
Are you giving us all advantage?
I'm giving you all advantage.
Okay,
Wow,
well then I rolled a 15 plus 11 for 26.
Well, that's good
Essentially-
because I rolled a 0.
I got a 10.
Boral got a 22.
Well, my first roll was a 0. A
You got a 1.
literal 0.
My first one was a 4.
My second roll is a 2.
Oh,
Yikes.
God bless.
Yikes.
Well, Catan's found. I don't know about anybody else.
So as I said before, if you want to save some time, it finds us. What happens?
I think Leaf is going to, knowing that she can't hide from it and also doesn't really want to because
I think I
thinks that
accidentally
it's
got
not-
Boral's musk on me.
she thinks that it's going somewhere else. So she's trusting that it's not going to harm her as being part of nature. And so she's kind of going to take that like stance in front of it. Like she's going to soothe the savage beast. Like she's just like calm, waiting for it to approach, just like holding her ground. Like it's okay. And she's going to have her hand out, just like ready to like receive it in a kind way and hope for the best.
Okay. So as you guys all kind of stand back and hold your ground, Leaf in front of everybody with her hand outstretched as this ginormous bear is barreling towards you, ripping trees out of the ground as it runs through them, swiping them toward breaking them down to just a stub, and just keeps running. And it seems to almost get faster. And as it reaches Leaf, it's few, I'd say like 10 to 15 feet out from her. You hear as it digs its nails into the ground, and its face snarling, like fire leaking out of its jaw, touching the ground. And it puts its ethereal tongue and just as it spreads all this. You will take a little bit of damage because it has a fiery spit as it licks your hand.
Sears my hand a little bit.
Yes, burns your hand, dealing 10 points of damage
Okay.
as your hand burns, and it looks
Keep it up there.
to the rest of the party that's standing back behind it. And you see it turn around and start walking back towards the cave. And after a few steps, it turns its head back to look at you all, and it starts to beckon you towards the cave.
Yeah, so I remember when we met this thing, it was the little bear cub.
That it was.
Originally, it was a big giant bear, and then we stuck an acorn up its butt, and then it turned into
A small bear.
the supposicorn, as we called it. And then it blew up, knocked everyone unconscious, and then got reborn as a little bear cub. And now he's a big bear again.
Yep.
But he's not trying to kill us. So, well, that was interesting.
I'm gonna lean in towards Leaf and say, "What was that? What just happened?"
I don't know, but I think I did it.
Well, I think you did too. But is your hand okay?
No, I turn it around and it's just charred blisters everywhere. It hurts really bad, actually. But it's our friend. I told you. It's our friend. She absolutely did not know that was going to happen. There was quite a bit of doubt that she was going to get trampled by this thing. Everyone, it's okay. See, I told you.
Yes, you did. I'm gonna follow the bear.
Yeah, I reach out and used 10 points of lay on hands to heal Leaf's wounds.
Oh.
Because I'm not a passive aggressive bitch.
Do they have to be willing recipients?
I do have to be willing.
I don't think you do.
You can't force a heal on someone.
I think you can.
What the fuck? I can't. I'm gonna cast my my healing firebolt on you.
Just throw it.
Just
How many? Thank you, Catan. I kind of pull my hand away a little roughly, but keep my eyes down.
Yes, well, of course. We have to ensure that we're all in tip-top shape for the mission ahead.
Yeah, of course.
I go after the Oral, I think, who walked into the cave or whatever. I follow whoever's walking into the cave.
Go after.
Yeah,
the
I think we're all go after the Boral.
Go after the Boral.
As you follow the spirit guardian into the mouth of the cave, it's dank. It smells like hot garbage fire.
Oh, nice. Okay.
As you walk in, your senses, like the insides of your nose, feel like singed as you walk in. Your eyes are really watery. You can feel like when you're in like a house with smoke or something. Oh, that's not a good example. I don't know why you're in a house with smoke. When you're near something really smoky and your eyes get all like dried
when you're sitting
out.
around a campfire and every time, no matter where you fucking sit, the smoke blows in your face.
God, I hate that so much. As you follow behind, there are 3 different rooms that or like not rooms, but like splits in the main pathway that the bear is leading you through. They kind of lead into their own caverns. Are you looking down any of these as you're walking, or are you just strictly following the bear?
I don't think any of us would be foolish enough not to look at our surroundings when we're walking into the enemy's den.
Okay. You go to
Yeah, I think that's fair. We'd be aware.
Okay. Give me 2 perception checks.
Everybody do 2?
Okay.
Yeah.
2.
1 for the first room, 2 second for the second room.
Okay, my first room will be my middle die. First room is a 20. Second room
just
is
give
a
me
fail.
Nice.
First room.
Do you want us to say just the
First room is
Okay,
Yeah, let's
first
do
room
first.
is a 20 for Catan.
okay.
15
8
for
plus
Boral.
8. 8 plus 8 again for
Wow,
Aaron
you were
for
rolling
16.
a lot of 8s.
Dude, it's almost 3 in a row at this point. 16.
Boral
Borel got a 15.
and Leaf.
Leaf got a 16.
16. Okay, so you guys all would see this as you walk past this first split in the pathway. The smoke that you guys kind of got hit by as you first walk through the cave mouth seems to be coming from this room. As you kind of stop for just a moment to look down, you see the bodies of Daphne's and Chad's littering the ground. You see wolves that have that fiery, ethereal energy kind of floating around them, ripping chunks off of it. Catan, actually, so wait, 20. So, sorry, what'd you get again? One more time? 15?
I rolled a 20.
15. Okay. You hear the faintest cry.
Oh, a baby.
I know where it is, or I just heard it in some.
You
direction.
heard it inside of this cavern. You can't really locate it through the plethora of bodies littering. Yeah, no, that wasn't the right word.
No, it
You
was the
said
right
it right.
word.
It was just the
You said
emphasis
plethora.
on the
You
wrong
said,
syllable.
the
Plethora.
syllable was incorrect. The emphasis was on the wrong syllable is all.
Oh, okay. Sure. All right.
Come on, Jake. It wouldn't be new crits if we didn't lay into you.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. You can't tell among the bodies of the dead where the sound is coming from. You just know it's in that room, in that cavern. And you can see, like, I would say 10 to 15 of these fiery wolves kind of walking around inside of this, seemingly disposing of the corpses.
And only Boral saw this?
No, you guys all saw it. I mainly Boral picked out the sound. Like, you guys
Gotcha.
would have heard it
Sorry,
too, but it was more obviously
it.
focused a little bit more towards Boral.
Go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
I think I would have maybe heard it too, right? Because I rolled a 20.
Yes.
I rolled,
Yes.
Yeah.
Leaf. When
Yes?
something dies, can you still see them like you see us? Your special eyes and how they see
Their
outlines
auras,
and
you mean?
energies. Auras, yes. When something dies, does it still have an aura?
I don't know, DM. That's a great question. I don't
No.
think so.
No, they
Yeah.
don't.
No,
Do
They
you
don't.
see an aura in there of a
I
Chad?
didn't roll a good enough perception, so I don't know if I do. Do I see an aura? I squint my little special eyes.
You can't see an aura outside of these wolves right now with your roll.
No, I can't. I can't see it.
Leaf is not able to see anything else.
Well, it only goes so far. They could be further in.
You hear the bear stop walking and turn its head towards you guys.
What's that, Barry?
It like shakes its head and starts to like walk again.
He says, no, we have to keep going. Boral,
All right.
do you want to keep going?
We have to keep going.
What if he's in there?
I mean, what are we going to fight? 15, 18, whatever hellhounds? He's going to have to wait. I'm going to have to come back for him.
If we
Oh,
need,
maybe the bear has some sort of a solution where he's taking us, right?
Maybe.
I mean, maybe.
Bear, do you have some Barry? Do you have some sort of solution? I whisper too.
Is it beckoning in some direction, or
It keeps trying to like shake its head towards the way it's walking, towards down this main pathway.
Yeah, I think we just got to follow him, guys.
Yeah. I think so too. I'm sorry, Boral.
Well, we'll come back for them.
my boys are tough? They'll make it.
That's right.
As
or I can expend a decent amount of my reserve for the day to confirm whether or not something is or is not down there. I have locate creature.
I think so do I. But yeah, I don't want to know.
Okay, well then that's there you go. If Boral straight up tells me I don't want to know, I'm like, okay, that's enough of that. Very good. I let it go.
Okay. You guys make your way to the opening of the second room. As you briefly look in, what is your rolls for the second room?
Catan rolled an 8.
Awen rolled a 10 plus 8 for 18.
Boral rolled a 19.
Leaf got an 18.
Okay, so everyone except Catan can see this. You guys see these boiling pools of water kind of randomly spaced out amongst the room. You feel like this is a familiar area as you are racking your brain for a moment and it clicks. These are the same pools that Glace had in the Frozen Temple. The ones that can see the past and the future. You see that there is about 10 of them. And as you are just briefly looking as you're walking by, one of the closer pools that you can see shows an image of Philippa. Briefly, you see her on top of a mountain, lava shooting out, filling the sky, and you see her turn towards 4 individuals. And then just as quickly as the image shows, it's gone. And you keep walking past, following the bear. Then you come into a cavern where the path ends. A large room with a small bridge going across, a vine bridge. On the other side of this bridge, you see a fiery throne. On it, a man with a flame helmet, his eyes this gold red, the leaves that were all covering his gown and his robes, all fire and ice now. He sits on his throne as he leans back as you enter.
You finally arrived.
And you see Ouroboros standing in front of you.
When you are sliding into first and you feel something
Burst.
That's all I heard you guys saying. Yeah, when you. That's all I can think about.
So good.